So, welcome, Lindsey K. Parnell,
Yes.
CEO from Interface Europe.
Yes.
I meet you here at the conference of Earth Hour, and you have been working in a very successful company called Interface.
That's right.
And as I remember, you started, or Interface started the work already in 1995.
That's right.
When you start to work systematically on the issue on sustainability
That's right.
and to integrate that issue in the business model.
It makes enormous business sense, and I think as the whole world gets used to the idea of sustainability and climate change and the need to take action, we are recognised more and more and more for the work we do, which makes even more business sense.
Can you give some example on what you have reached? Or?
Well, since 1995, we reduced our total CO2 emissions by about 72% by focusing on energy efficiency, waste reduction, the whole carbon footprint of our factory. We've reduced water usage by over 80% by starting to eliminate some manufacturing processes that we find we can do without. And of course, all these eliminations and reductions actually do save money as well. And that's not even including some of the things that we include in the design of our product that's inspired by sustainability.
How is it to lead a company with such a high ambition on sustainability?
It's almost a two-edged sword because it's very good, especially in this era when sustainability is so important to everybody and climate change is very important. It's very good to be CEO of such a famous company, but it also means there's an awful lot of pressure on you to actually keep driving forward and keep moving towards our goal, which is a zero carbon footprint by 2020.
So, if I ask you about what is the biggest challenge for you as a CEO?
I think the biggest challenge is that we still, in order to achieve our mission in 2020, we're still dependent on the technology of some materials and processes that don't yet exist. And so we are driving both internally and externally with our suppliers and partners to develop new materials and new processes that at the moment just are not there. So there's an enormous amount of pressure and trust that we can work hard enough and people will find those solutions in order for us to hit our target.
So how important is it for a CEO to have knowledge and competence in the field of sustainability?
Well, in Interface, you can't be a manager without some kind of knowledge about sustainability. Just by being in part of the business, you learn about it whether you like it or not. But I think today, in this modern era, when climate change is such an important issue, every CEO should have a minimum knowledge about what it's about and how his company can make a difference. I think it's like most things, most issues. There are early movers, people who see either that this makes sense, it's the right thing to do, and there's an opportunity, and others seem to take longer to get it. And there's those right at the end that need legislation to force them along. And at the moment, I think more and more companies are starting to get it and starting to make a move. But really, they need to hurry up because I think very soon there will be a minimum requirement by consumers that companies do a minimum standard of sustainability, and you won't earn any points for doing it anymore. It will be expected.
And my last question to you is how important has it been to have a person like Ray Anderson as a leader of a company?
Crucial. We started in 1995, which has given us a 15-year lead in this. When many companies were only starting 5 years ago, so at least we've got a 10-year lead. It was very difficult in 95. We needed an inspirational leader. Ray's the founder of the business, he's still the chairman, and having him in position really enables us to focus the mission, and he gives us permission to get on with it. I think it will be much more difficult to try and start today, especially in a publicly owned company, without the kind of inspirational leader like Ray.
Thank you very much,
You're
Lindsey.
welcome.
Thank you.